my parents ended up buying me a wig. This is where
I love a wig.
Full circle, you know, a literal designated Hannah Montana wig. And our backyard was on a slant at the time. So I was like, this is my stage. And I would go out there with a microphone cord just like dangling behind me, plugged into nothing.
I love that.
And I would just do my entire set every single day.
You had a very first chaotic year living in LA. Like, what was chaotic for you? What happened?
It was chaotic because I just was so depressed. I was I was living alone. And it's so funny because I was in this gorgeous apartment and I had all these things that should have made me happy.
Hello, King Lulus, and welcome back to Delulu. Today's guestie is Miss Highlighter Yellow Hair, Siren herself. So fucking iconic, really good branding. When I was telling the team here that Kings was coming in, they were like, yellow hair. And I was like, that's such good branding.
Oh my God, thank you.
That's such good I want to get into the hair too. Was that intentional?
Yeah, but I also just loved yellow.
Hi, Kings. Welcome. Welcome to Delulu.
I'm so happy to be here.
We're gonna talk about everything. We've been yapping so much prior to even filming, so I already know this is gonna be a deep dive. We're gonna be Yapped in America over here.
Yes, I'm so excited.
Before we Yapped in America, we do want to start the show by reading some affirmations for you. So if you're listening, all you need to do is sit back, relax, breathe, and let Kings and I speak greatness into existence for you. We're gonna take turns. Do you want to start?
Sure, I would be honored.
Let's do it. Yay.
Okay, yay.
Okay.
You are shedding versions of yourself that no longer fit.
Clock. You are discovering who you truly are, one moment at a time.
Period. You are learning to trust your own voice and intuition.
Claim. You were allowed to evolve beyond who you used to be.
You are exactly where you need to be in your journey of self-discovery.
Yes. You are becoming more aligned with your authentic self every day.
You are uncovering your truth even in moments of uncertainty.
You are not lost. You are in the process of finding yourself.
You are creating a life that reflects who you really are.
You are worthy of understanding yourself deeply and honestly. Thank you so much. That was good. I'm claiming all that.
I know.
That felt good.
Period.
Powerful, right? Ooh,
Period.
That was good.
Yeah, that was really good.
Let's get into everything.
Yeah.
Well, I want to start with the yellow hair because I really do mean that. Like, I was talking about people about you coming on the show and they're like, the yellow hair. And I was like, that's such good branding because actually, I had a conversation with your manager, Russell, a couple months ago, and he had brought you up in his roster. And when I was looking up on the website, I saw Kings with the yellow hair. And that stood out to me and I remembered it.
Thank
way
you.
down the line. Isn't that crazy? Because we met a couple months later, like organically. Met a couple months later.
Yeah.
So like, let's talk about the hair.
Oh
it's
my
so
gosh.
iconic.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for saying that.
It's
also,
super
shout
iconic.
out Russ.
Yeah, shout out Russ. 8'8".
He's in the booth. The hair, so she is 6 years old.
Oh my gosh.
I dyed it when I was 19 years old.
Oh my god.
And
you're committing.
Yeah. And it's funny because it's always been my favorite color. And then I read this thing, I'm sure on Instagram, about how like the walls of your childhood bedroom can affect your favorite color. And it was yellow.
Really?
And so it's kind of like a full circle moment. And then also, I'm obsessed with Hannah Montana. So I was kind of like,
I want to talk about the Hannah Montana of it all too, because I was gonna be like, you were like kind of Hannah Montana. Like you are Hannah Montana, but just like pop star Hannah Montana.
Subconsciously, I'm like, yeah.
And consciously.
And
Hannah Montana. Oh, consciously. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks so good. It's so
Thank you.
It's good branding just in general. Like I'm such a nerd about marketing and such a nerd about like image and everything. And it's just like, it's so powerful and smart. Like exactly when people were like, oh, the yellow hair. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I
That's so
literally
good.
was just like, I was like, okay, I'm a teenager. I may as well do this now. And then it kind of just stuck. My entire family was like, okay, girl. Like,
and now here you are.
See how it goes. And I'm like, well,
yeah.
I just like yellow.
That favorite color theory is so interesting because my childhood bedroom was purple and I hate purple.
Oh, shit. Then never mind.
I don't know. It wasn't my choice to make it
No,
purple.
I take it back.
Did you choose yellow for your childhood bedroom color?
No. I think, yeah.
I love yellow. Someone asked me last night, they were like, what's your favorite color? And I was like, it's gold. And they're like, why? And I was like, because it's like shiny yellow, I think.
Literally.
Because I love yellow. And like, you know, La La Land Cafe, you know, here in LA.
Yes.
There are yellows everywhere. It genuinely makes me feel nice and bright and good.
Yeah.
It's so like it's so
sunny,
nice.
it's
That's how I feel when I
happy.
look at you.
Oh my god.
And I like how like bright you are because you have like this like neon pink top too. Like you were like, hey everyone, I'm here. I'm a pop star.
I'm gonna put Jeffrey over here.
Oh, you named her Jeffrey?
Yeah, I did.
I love.
Yeah.
Okay, love. Cute.
Yeah. Does she already have a name? Sorry.
No, she doesn't.
Okay,
it's
good.
Jeffrey now.
Yeah.
Or yeah, Jeffrey. We'll take it. Yeah. They're all Delulu to me.
Right.
Right. Well, the colors are good. I love it. And we wanted a pink vibe today for set.
Yes.
We're in this pink era.
Yes. Yes.
And it honestly matches the music too.
Yeah.
I want to go through your entire music journey and evolution, but like literally everything that you're doing right now, oh my God, it scratches such a satisfying itch for me because it's like it is literally adjacent with literally the music you're putting out. The vibes you're doing, the aesthetics you're doing, your world building.
Thank you.
Girl.
I really do like kind of have synesthesia, which is where you like hear color and like associate different things. That's why I have this, I carry her around.
She DIY'd too.
Yeah.
Period. We're going to talk about that later, y'all.
We are going to talk later.
Y'all, I have been referencing talk later to her all day and she's not clocking.
I know. I don't know what's wrong with me.
She's not clocking.
I need it. Hold on. Let me chug.
Okay.
Chug. I need a little caffeine fix.
We're gonna activate now. Good timing too, because we want to get into all the Kings lore. So we are quickly becoming besties, but I don't really know you. Like, what is going on? Where did Kings come from? I know that you moved to Nashville to pursue songwriting. When you're 15, 16, while you're still in high school. So what happened there? Where are you originally from? Let's start there.
Yeah. So I'm from North Carolina.
Ooh.
I'm from a tiny, tiny town. The nearest city is called Winston-Salem, but I'm from a town like 30 minutes outside of that. 2,000 people. Like I grew up on tons of land. I was homeschooled, middle of nowhere.
2,000 is tiny.
Tiny.
I just did a trip to Idlewild and it was 3,000 people and it was like literally ghost town.
Yeah.
And 2,000 is like even smaller. That's crazy.
Yeah. It's crazy. I don't know the exact number, probably. But like
around
it's
there.
Literally, it's so small. But I loved it. It was great growing up. I was super close to my sisters, homeschooled my whole life, which gave me a ton of like opportunities to just dive in on music. I was such a weirdo. I'd be like, my school was done by 12 and then I would just sing and write for 8 hours a day.
Time to start making music. So like you've always wanted to be an artist. You always wanted to make music. Yeah.
I was like 6 years old when I decided, and my family's very musical. My grandma was a music teacher. Dad was a touring artist. My sisters sing and dance. My mom's a dancer. Like it was just always around. But
like a lot of creative energy in the family.
Yeah. And they were always so encouraging. And also with homeschooling, my parents could really,
to give the flexibility for you to be able to like hone your craft and pursue things along those lines. That's great.
Yeah.
That's like, super rare too.
Yeah.
Shout out
so
to the Kings family.
I know. They're amazing. And
yes,
also
OGs.
Like, for real.
And your dad.
Yes. With the powerful voice. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. Okay, so then you're in this small town and you've always loved music. Like when did you, I know you mentioned before to me, and I'm the exact same boat as you. You said like you were inspired by Hannah Montana.
Yes.
Did you see the reunion? I mean the special?
Yes.
Did you love it?
Yeah, it was
How did
great.
we feel?
I loved it.
I didn't think I'd be as emotional as it was when I watched it, and I was like, oh.
No, I know. I wish it was 5 hours long. That's my only complaint. Is
I also wish it was. There was so much more to explore there, for sure.
I know. Maybe they'll do another one in like 10
And you'll
years.
be the guest.
Yeah. You know what? We're going to manifest that.
Manifest it. So you were inspired by Hannah Montana. That made you want to be like a pop star?
Yeah. So this is really funny. I started watching it when I was with my, sisters when I was like 6 years old or whenever it came out.
Yeah.
And my parents ended up buying me a wig. This is where the
I love a wig.
Full circle, a literal designated Hannah Montana wig. And our backyard was on a slant at the time. So I was like, this is my stage. And I would go out there with a microphone cord just like dangling behind me, plugged into nothing.
I love that.
And I would just do my entire set every single day, and that was my first rehearsal.
Do you know the songs? Like Hannah Montana songs?
Oh my God, yeah. Nobody's Perfect was like my opener.
Clock.
Like I had...
Oh, you put on a show.
I was shaking my hips at like 5 years old. It was kind of ridiculous. My parents were like, okay, so what do we do with this one?
Yes.
I just spit. That's crazy.
You were destined for stardom. That's why you were doing that.
You know what? I just love music.
You just gotta own it.
I just like love music. Like genuinely.
Me too.
So,
yeah. I mean, I just love entertaining in general. Like that's why like for me it's like we were just talking about this. Like we love being on a set. You said you love the pink. Like I love oh my God, y'all. I talk about this all the time. I love being in front of a camera. I love being in front of lights. I love like
just get it.
I love it. I live for it so much. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah.
Perfect pop star.
Both of us.
Oh my God.
Period. Also, both of us inspired by Hannah Montana. Because that's actually like what I grew up on, and that was like me being like, I want to do that. I want to be a pop star. I want to entertain. I want to be on TV. I want to do all of this.
Yeah. I think that whole era of Disney or just like
the golden years.
In general. Yeah, like Camp Rock. Everybody was obsessed with like being a teenager, being famous. living your dreams.
Living the dream.
And then also staying true to yourself.
They raised a generation of pop stars.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
They did.
And staying true to yourself.
Yeah, literally.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
They did.
Okay, so then you, coming from the small town, when did you end up deciding like you wanted to move to Nashville, and how did that end up coming about? Because 15, 16 is really young.
It was very young. Yeah. So I started writing songs when I was probably like 9, and I was so shy. I would just keep them for myself. And then at some point when I was like early teens, I played my parents my songs for the first time on piano, and they were like, yo,
like Shooky?
What? Yeah, they were like, oh.
But because they knew you were singing and like dancing and like performing, but they didn't know that you were making songs. You were writing songs.
Yeah.
You didn't tell them.
Yeah, I like started dancing and performing, and I was 3, and my sisters are also dancers. And then I was in the worship band at church growing up. Like I was always singing every week, and so I was in front of people a lot. But in terms of like songwriting, I was so like, this is so personal. And so once I played them songs, I actually started doing covers. My first cover was I was like 11, and it was Titanium.
Oh girl, and that's a big one to cover at 11.
It was acoustic. I'll have to play it for you. It's actually, I have bracelets. It's like really funny.
I bet it's really good. You're probably belting.
I try.
You're probably giving everything.
I bet.
That is such
crazy.
A bold song to come out the gate with doing covers. Titanium.
I know. I was like, you know what? May as well go all in.
Go all in, girl.
So I started doing that, and then I did a cover of House of the Rising Sun a little bit later, and a producer in Nashville saw it. And then and I also had a few.
Where were posting these covers?
Just YouTube.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and I mean they weren't going viral
they
or
were
anything.
Just out there.
Yeah, it was like my family and then my friends.
Oh,
and then,
watching it.
Yeah, and so I guess it was just kind of circulating. I had a cousin who lived in Nashville, who like had a few friends out there. Anyway, and so I ended up getting a few calls from like producers, and then somebody who worked at ASCAP. And I got a call when I was 16 on like Christmas, literally, and I was like, why are you calling me on a holiday? But like, pop off. He was like, I want to meet with you. And then we just had like a few things in the works. So I would drag my parents out to Nashville. We drive 7 hours every single month.
You drove?
Yeah.
Y'all didn't want to fly?
My dad drove. I didn't drive. I was asleep in the backseat.
Committed.
Yeah.
You're arrested.
I'd be like, we're doing this meeting. I'm going to write this day.
And I'm napping on the way. Yes.
Yes. I was like, I got to get my sleep.
You need to rest. Yeah. I get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
we need to put him in the group chat.
Oh my God.
He earned it.
Yes. Literally. No, but I also just like, there's a lot of stuff that could happen when you're young in the music industry. And my parents were always just like,
oh, hell yeah.
Not like helicopter parents, but they were also like,
no,
very
it's
involved.
good that they're intentional about that because like, honestly, even as adults, like you and I as adults now in the music industry, shit's scary to navigate. It's scary. A lot. It's like heartbreaking. It's so much, especially being so young and wanting to pursue it. So I think that's really admirable that they were very intentional, making sure you're good and being there with you and also taking you. That's super rare, guys. Like that's very rare.
I know. And that was one of the main reasons why they homeschooled me and my sisters is because they wanted, us to each like camp out where our gifts are. And the fact that they were so supportive. I'm also a lot younger than my sisters. So like they were like married doing their thing. And I was like, we're going to Nashville.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So they were like fully like adults.
Yeah. They're also my best friends. So they're very supportive. But so I started working with like producers and everything. And then when I was
that exciting?
It was so exciting. I was like, I'm him. It was, I was
Period.
like, I was very excited.
Yes.
It was super fun. I would just write songs, make music, and then I would go back home and there was not much music in my hometown, so I learned to produce. And I already played piano because I'd been taking since I was like 6.
You're an instrumentalist too.
Thanks. Yes. Yeah. And then my dad is also a guitarist, so he would teach me guitar. I can't right now. But
right now. We're fit.
That's okay.
But we can if she needs to.
Yeah.
We can take them off.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so I would just go back home every month and I'd be so excited to like
go back and
I ended up moving there.
I was going to say you moved there though, right?
Yeah. I was a senior in high school, and because I homeschooled, I got so much done in my previous years that as a senior I had like science and writing, and that was it.
Yeah. So you were like, I can go.
Yeah. And then I knew I was going to take a gap year for college, and that gap year is still happening.
I was going to say, did you go to college?
No.
Oh, I was like, gap year. Okay.
Yeah, no.
Wait, so you mentioned that, back home you were singing in churches. Like, did this how did this influence you? Like, did you have a religious background? Do you have a religious upbringing? How's that like influencing your music, your artistry, like who you are as an artist?
Yeah, for sure. So I grew up in the church. And Christian church, like non-denominational, it was great. I had a good experience, obviously.
Yeah.
There's a lot of, I had like good and bad experiences because
me too.
I feel like everybody does.
Yes.
But there's so many, sometimes people ruin spirituality for everybody else. It's like the music industry. There's so many bad people in the music industry, but you can't let it ruin the rest of the industry and the most amazing people that you could also meet.
Okay, fine. Claim.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So
needed to hear that.
yeah. So it's like, you know, I feel like sometimes people just ruin things and miss the whole point. And for me, like spirituality and like being a Christian now is just like focusing on love and kindness, which it's like sometimes that gets lost in translation with, you know, religions, and it's really sad. You know what I mean? But it's also like, anytime I've gotten away from it, I feel like I haven't found my center. And every time I'm really just like...
Where do you find that balance then?
I feel like it's very difficult sometimes, because I think separating, you know, experiences that have hurt you and then also what you can gain out of spirituality is a hard thing to separate. But I think as I became an adult and moved to LA and was around a lot of different opinions and everything, like I think I just grew as a person, and then I found like my center and how, you know, my most creative self is like when I'm my most spiritual self as well.
Interesting. I totally feel that too. You know what I always say? Like I write this in my journal all the time, but I feel closest to God when I'm at a show, when I'm at a concert and I'm seeing an artist I love perform music I love. That's when I literally, it's a religious experience for me. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
That's when I feel the closest to God. That's when I feel like I hear God. That's when I feel like God's like with me. It's crazy. Music moves me. Yes.
Yeah. That is the entire thing. You know what I mean? Like people talk about church. I'm like, churches could be anywhere.
Yes. Church is a club. I'm just kidding. Church is like, no, church is music to me. Yeah. Cause like I also had like, I was telling this to Grayson last night, but I was like, my experience with church was I came to church myself and I was seeking like faith and religion. And then I was just so integrated in church and and then I just, the more I was getting into it, the more I was like, I don't know if this aligns with me, but I left with my faith still. So I wouldn't consider myself religious or like, you know, anything like that. But like, I feel very much of my faith and like, you know, believer what I believe in, etc. So and I feel like that actually, you know what's interesting, because I was asking you like how that influences you in your music. I feel like that influences a lot of my music and my lyrics and like tropes I like to write about. Like I like tapping into religion. It's just like a really really sacred idea. How do you think like it influences yours?
I mean, so I grew up leading worship.
That's right, yeah.
And in the worship band, I started when I was like 11, just singing background vocals. And my sister also was leading worship growing up. So I was always like playing keys and doing that. So I think like musically, there was always just something so like powerful that would move me whenever I was listening to like good worship music. And I think that can go for any genre, any style of music. You know, if you can make if you're connecting, you're connecting.
Yeah, that's exactly what I want. Like I want to feel something when I listen to something. That's my biggest thing. Like I'm such a fucking freak. Actually, this is probably completely normal, but I'll be in sessions and I'll be like, listen, I can't tell you what I'm looking for, but I am looking for a vibe. So when we find the vibe, I'll let you know.
Yeah, right. I'm like, can you make it sound like bubbles? Can you make it sound like glitter?
I'll be like, yeah, so I need like a little sparkle here.
Yeah.
If you can find out what that means.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yes. And that's the thing with like learning to produce when I was young is it did help me speak the language.
I was going to say it's a language. It is a language.
It's
like
a whole thing. But I'm so nerdy about it. I love that shit. I'm like,
no, but you're right.
I love
then
being
you have
in the
to be.
weeds.
And that's how you also like communicate too, especially when you're in a session working with a producer. Like when I first started doing sessions, I was like, I don't know the language. So it's really difficult for me to convey what I'm looking for and what I want. But like, you end up learning. It's a language, guys. It's literally a language.
It really is. It really is. Yeah. No,
but you're also producing too. So it's like you're there. Yeah. You're also creating the language for yourself.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. But like, growing up in the church and doing worship music was definitely a crazy experience. But again, like I was saying, I feel like a lot of people have such bad experiences in church, which that is completely valid. I've had that too.
Me too.
And I think like if you can find the grounding sense of spirituality where
and your own spirituality and what that means to you and how it like affects you and what like
everyone's so
your own
different.
Relationship with it, your own relationship with the universe, your own relationship with God, like everyone's different. So like exactly what you said, if you had a bad experience, like valid too, but like I think we're all on our own individual journey with it.
100%. And now I'm like, I'm in LA. I found a church that I love. And one of the main things I connect with is the music there. Yeah. And so that just like, again, it's like going to a concert, you know, you can find it anywhere.
It's a grounding thing for you too.
Yeah, 100%. I always say like, I feel like when I'm writing songs, sometimes it feels like it doesn't come from myself. It's like someone else is telling me the lyrics in my ear. And that's why it's so comforting to just be like, oh, I can like sit back.
I love that
because enjoy
like,
it.
I feel the exact fucking same way where I'm like, also I have this like paranoia where I'm like, listen, if I don't get into the studio and get this out now, someone else is gonna write it, which is actually really interesting because we just clocked. I have a song called Sleepwalking. And like in Detox, right?
Yeah.
In Detox, she was like sleepwalking back to you. And I was like, that's literally my hook. And I was like, Kings. I texted you and I was like, bitch.
I know.
I sent you a screen recording. I was like,
I know. I was like,
bitch.
why are you sending me a screen recording of my own song? And then I was like, oh.
Yes, girl. Clocked. I was like, shut up.
We're locked in.
And I thought it was like hella unique with that. So I was like, wait.
No, it is.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, both of us. Clock.
It is. Yes. Yeah. No, but that song also, like my song Detox, I just wanted to use it, like even the word detox. I'm like, that's fucking weird. Like there's so many weird like
but to
words
be honest, like you're
song.
such an interesting, unique lyricist and songwriter and artist in general. Like even like the entire album, like Food for Thought. Like if you look at the titles alone, they're kind of abstract. Yeah. And that's interesting because actually a pretentious mission of mine for my project is I want to make sure the titles are interesting and thought evoking. Yes. I'm more likely to click on it. You know what I mean? Like
100%.
I'm gonna click on I hate that for me. Like let's find out.
100%.
You know what I mean?
I'm the same. I'm the same way. I'm like, I want the most interesting title that maybe nobody's ever used before.
You're like hella clocking it. You're hella clocking it. I'm the literally girl. I have a song. It's I played it for you actually. It's yes. It's Hot When Boys Cry. And I asked ChatGPT and Google and I was like, is there any titles that have this? And they're like, no. And I was like, okay, good. Because I want that. I want that title. You know what I mean? Exactly. And it's like a unique thing. And it's like, it feels like personal to your own artistry.
Yeah. And it makes the listener feel immediately locked in with what you're saying.
I'm curious. Because that's my thing. I like a fake out. I like a title where it's like, what is this song going to be about?
Yes.
I like a fake out so much.
That's the thing with Hate That For Me is I was like, we were going to be like, love that for me sarcastically. And I was like, nah.
1,000,000%. And then you, oh my God, you really went in on yourself on that one.
I did.
We're going to get into that song. We're going to get into that entire album. But basically, when you moved to Nashville, like, so what was that situation like? You just started writing songs? Was it for yourself? Was it for other artists? Like, what was the situation there?
Yeah, it was mainly for myself. Okay, and I didn't have a manager or anything. So literally,
you were just out there doing it.
I was just out there doing it. I was trying to make connections. I mean, the first producer I met, I met a bunch of people through him, and then you meet people through, you know what I mean? Every time you get put in a new session with a new person,
then you meet someone else.
You realize how small the music industry is. So
small town.
I really do feel like I'll end up back in Nashville. It feels like more of my hometown than my actual hometown, to be honest. It just immediately felt like
Wait, when was the last time you, like, do you visit often or?
A good amount. I try like 4 times a year.
Yeah, because you're also like, you want to go there and work too and songwrite too.
Yeah. I really want to have a place there. That's like a goal for this year. Is just to, because I love it. I'm like, I want to live on a farm and like cut grass at some point in my old age.
Oh my gosh.
Nashville.
I hear that so much on the show. That's so funny. Yeah. People really just want a peaceful life. Like,
imagine that.
Imagine. I can't imagine that, but that's okay.
Right.
I'll visit you.
Please do.
It'll be a very peaceful visit. Yes, you and your horses, all of that.
Yeah.
I want to do a writing camp in Nashville. I also want to do one in New York. So
that'd be so fun.
That's what I'm thinking. Like I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how the year pans out.
Back to back writing camps in New York and Nashville.
Maybe, fuck it.
Chaotic.
We'll see if my team allows it.
Yeah.
We'll see. Okay. Yeah. So you're in Nashville. How long were you in Nashville for? Because now you're in LA.
Yeah, only 3 years.
3 years.
So I was there for
16 to.
So I actually moved there when I was 18.
18. Okay.
18 to freshly 21 is when I applied for my first apartment here, actually. Or maybe I was 20.
Wait, so what finally brought you like saying like, okay, now I'm gonna leave Nashville to go to LA?
Yeah, so at the time, in 2020, I signed my first record deal, and they were mainly out here.
Oh my God.
In Sweden. Yeah.
Wait, how was that?
Honestly, it was a good experience. I feel like a lot of people have bad first experiences.
People have a lot of bad first. That's why I'm curious.
Yeah,
I'm
so
curious.
Like basically all the creative contrul, and it was more of an indie label.
Yeah.
And I owned a lot of the master. Those are better. So
period.
And it was like a mutually agreed. Yeah, everybody I worked with was super chill. And then the last option I just didn't pick up because I didn't feel like it aligned.
Really? But that's really like, that's so intentional.
Yeah.
Because I feel like a lot of artists feel like that's the only way they're going to be seen and heard.
Yeah.
Is working with a record label.
Yeah. And I think honestly, I like kind of got off the hook because I wasn't signed to a major. And so it wasn't
you got to go through the record label experience without being locked in.
Yes.
And being like tightly woven into like a 100%. Contract that could like keep you forever.
Yeah.
We've all been there.
100%. And then I also had so many friends out here. I was collaborating with a lot of different artists, writers, producers, and I just realized that like I love Nashville, but I feel like in LA there's no ceiling.
There's not.
And I'm like, we need to write for the future. We need to not write for what's popular now.
Damn,
so my creative was fully explored by my collaborators here. And so that's why I wanted to, I also just like, I don't know. I just liked it. I was like, I may as well try it. I was also living with my parents throughout the pandemic. I had never lived alone. Or just like not in their house. And so I was like, I need to just
this is time.
Move out. Yeah. And then
LA's a big jump too.
Yeah,
to be independent, like to live alone and like to be out of that for the first time.
Yeah. And my ex-boyfriend lived here, and and then my sister was also about to move close to the area too. And her family.
There's a lot of reason to come.
There was So that's why I was like, this is great. And then also I'll still visit Nashville. But So then when you come out to LA, like what are you doing here when you immediately get here? You've been songwriting for yourself in Nashville. Did you still have your record deal when you came out to LA? Yes.
Yes? Yeah. How long were you doing the record deal for?
It was about a year and a half.
Okay.
We probably like 2 years in total with negotiations and all of that.
Yeah.
Since initially talking with them. But yeah, for about a year and a half, and I did, oh my gosh, like 4 to 6 songs with them. And yeah, it was a good experience, but I do feel like it really helped with getting connections to new producers.
I think that's the important thing too. Yeah. Like a lot of things have to open doors. You need to meet the right people who are going to introduce you to more right people, and like
100%
making those connections, finding new people to collaborate with, new people to work with. We were just talking about this.
Yeah. And they also, I've probably the best connection I got out of, not even connection, but just like one of my best friends is my manager, Russell.
Oh yeah.
They connected us.
Really?
We met when I was like 20. And then like
wait, how long have you been working together?
Almost 2 years.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so we were
just
friends for a while. Yeah.
That's super special.
Yeah, so like I'm grateful for that entire experience. Yeah, any label that gives you creative control, I'm like.
It's so rare.
Yeah.
Like I feel like most people who sit on this couch where you're sitting, who are signed to a record label, have such horror stories about it. But I always tell people, I'm like, you know, Bonnie McKee says this all the time, but like being dropped or leaving your first record label is a rite of passage for pop stardom.
100%.
And I completely agree.
100%.
So I'm ready for that label and to be dropped. I'm just kidding. But, you know, we'll see. Whatever happens.
Right.
We're only welcoming the best, of course. So you had a very first chaotic year living in LA. Like, what was chaotic for you? What happened?
It was chaotic because I just was so depressed. I was I was living alone. And it's so funny because I was in this gorgeous apartment and I had all these things that should have made me happy. I was in not a great relationship and I thought it was amazing at the time, of course. But it was very back and forth chaotic. And then I also within that first year of living here, that's when I dropped my label.
Ooh, period. Power move.
Anyway, no big deal. No, but yeah, so it was just really hard. I feel like I was alone a lot. I would just look at my apartment and I was like, I'm the only one here. This is really weird. Then I go to sessions and the music is what really saved me and got me out of that. And then I started therapy in like April.
Hate that for you.
Yes, and I literally
love that for you.
I wrote Hate That For Me 2 days before my first day of therapy.
Oh my God, how real.
Yeah. So I was like, I need therapy.
But you know what? You were self-aware and you did that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that was your first year in LA.
Yeah.
I have a burning question. I was like, I don't even know this. I don't know the answer to this at all. I want to know, like, where did your artist name Kings come from?
Oh my gosh,
what's the lore behind that? I don't know why I've never asked. I'm like, wait, I'm actually so, it's such a powerful name.
Oh, thank you.
Such a powerful artist name. How crazy. Like very just, it's strong.
Thank you.
So where did that come from?
Thank you. Yeah, so it was literally just like a nickname in high school.
Really?
Like it was just a nickname and it just kind of caught on and so
wait, where did that nickname come from?
Just it kind of comes from like a spiritual background. Like whenever I'd be like down on myself, my mom would be like, remember whose you are. Like you're the kings, you're taken care of, you're the universe, is like God has got you. You know what I mean? And so it's kind of like a possessive tense instead of, you know what I mean?
Interesting. Ownership.
Yeah.
I love that.
So it just kind of caught on. And then, my government name's Kaylin, but like nobody calls me that unless they're like joking. Unless they're like, Kaylin. And I always joke, my manager and I always talk about like, Kaylin is the one who writes all my depressing songs. She's the serious, like sad girl.
Got
and
it.
Kings is like,
so it feels like Kings is writing like the new music. I got a little preview of them and it's actually super different than your debut.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's so funny though you bring up the name because I feel like to my family I'm like Auntie K, and then like my boyfriend calls me K, and then I have like so many different. I feel like
you
I
got
have
a lot of
different.
You are Hannah Montana. You are Hannah Montana. That's crazy.
Yeah, I have a lot of personalities. Don't know if it's a good thing.
Well, do you introduce yourself as Kings? Like, let's say, like you're just meeting someone. Do you say I'm Kings?
Like all my friends call me that.
Yeah. Because I've actually never heard anyone call you otherwise. Except one time we were at a bar and then I forgot her name, but it was one of your friends. She was like, "Oh, Kaylin," and I was like, "Huh?"
Like no one. Yeah, literally, like no one calls me that except like a handful of people. So and I feel like it was so funny too. Like names are kind of weird, like coming from my hometown and what people knew me as and and just whatever they're like, what is it? But it's like it's literally just a nickname, and it's like That's
I like that story. That's really
is.
good. That's good lore.
Yeah.
That's good lore.
King's lore.
Okay, well, let's get into more King's lore. We learned so much about you on your debut album, Food for Thought.
Thank you.
So tell me about this album, this process. Like, how did this album transpire?
So I started writing it early 2021 without knowing it. I wrote the first song.
You were just writing to write.
I was just writing to write.
Yeah.
I initially, honestly, this entire album started with my song Jacket, which was one of the first few singles. And I wrote it literally by myself. And I remember as I was writing it, I was like, this is my all too well moment. This is going to be...
We've all had that. I think every artist knows exactly what you're talking about.
I'm like, this is going to be accidentally an 8-minute song. I just needed I was going through an awful heartbreak.
Yes.
And it was like a situationship. And I was like, I'm not even allowed to be this sad about this.
Kings, girl, literally in my session yesterday, I sat down with my writers, Timothy Schuyler and Sky Holiday. Yeah. And I was like, guys, this needs to be an all too well. Right. And I'm like, if I'm not crying during the session, the song's not good enough. Exactly. So we're going to take it there. We're going to twist a knife. Like,
you have to.
You have to. That's the best. I'm so happy you said that because what a fucking concept.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah. And look at that. Like, that's amazing.
And it's the only, or one of the only songs I have out there that's like 100% I wrote it.
That's so special.
It was so special. I recorded it a few months later. I wanted it to be as close to the actual writing day as possible because there's so much magic when you're in the feeling.
Wait, girl, I literally just texted. I'm so sorry. I want to talk about this.
Sorry?
I'm so sorry. No, I'm just so shook. I'm like, wait, I feel so fucking seen right now. Yeah. I just texted my producer, my songwriter, my co-writer for the song. I was like, guys, we need to move quick. I'm in this right now. I need to put Voki on this. Capture the feeling. I need to write about it now. We need to move quick. Like we need to do the song as quickly as possible. Not to rush it by any means, but to be like, this is how I'm feeling. This is where it is. So like exactly what you're saying.
Magic.
I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
You have to. You have to. No, you're fine. No, literally. I like unintentional. I didn't realize I was writing the album when I started it.
Yeah.
And then I realized it just really worked for this project. But I initially started this project because every single song on the album has like a double meaning. And at the time when I was in the thick of it, I didn't even realize what I was going through, but I was just struggling really hard with an eating disorder.
Yeah.
And that developed from my childhood and then and on. Yeah. And that was one of the reasons why my first year in LA was so bad is because I didn't know really what I was going through.
Something's off, something's kind of like different and you can't pin it yet.
Yeah, and it affected my behavior so drastically in 2020 and 2021 that I like go back and I'm like, I don't remember this. Like the brain fog.
Isn't that crazy?
It's ridiculous. And
it's like I lived, but did I? Like I don't.
Right.
Yeah, the brain fog's real.
Yeah. And I just realized I had all these like self-destructive behaviors, and then that's around the time that I wrote "Hate That for Me." Yeah, is because I was about to go to therapy.
Yeah.
Specifically for that, and I needed it so bad. But it's also weird when you're going through something and you don't realize it, but then it's coming out in my art. And I remember I would be like writing stuff that I'm like, this is about my eating disorder, but I'm gonna make it seem like it's a toxic relationship with my boyfriend or toxic relationship with
there's so many
an ex
layers to that. And I love songs that are nuanced like that. Like those are really special and it's just really good writing. Like I was telling you,
thanks.
I don't know if I told you, I'm telling you now. I self-destruct for a living. I pay my rent with my damage because like one, super relatable just as an entertainer in general. Yes, absolutely. But also just like how self-aware. I was talking about this with another artist or producer. I was talking about someone, but a lot of artists aren't very self-aware. They have a self-awareness, but it's a lot of like, I'm the victim and like, I was hurt. And that's completely fair and valid in everyone's stories. But it's really rare to see an artist sit here and be like, I'm acknowledging my own behaviors and I'm acknowledging my part in what has happened. So like, that's a rare artist. I love shit like that. I feel like that's what I want in my music too. Like I never just want to be like, I'm the victim. This happened to me. I want to be like, well, maybe I had a part of it. Maybe I did something like that. And I think that takes a degree of like really being introspective, you know?
Yeah.
And I like that about your music, especially this project and the way this entire project kind of flows and everything that you're saying. It's like I said, we really get to know you. Like every part of you, like the dark parts of you, like the parts of you that, you know, a lot of people don't want to say out loud.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, thank you for saying that.
Of course,
I even to this day, like talking about, you know, diving into what I went through to get this project is still uncomfortable for me. And that's why I need to be talking about it more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because people don't like talk about eating disorders, but then also if that's not specific to whoever's listening to it, it could be a toxic relationship with a boyfriend,
you know
an
what?
ex,
like I wouldn't
parent.
have exactly that. I wouldn't have clocked that myself through my first listen either.
Right.
And then when you start talking about it with me, and then I look at it into new context.
Yeah.
And that's exciting about
like that's
your music
what detox is about.
see, that's exciting. Like, I wouldn't have any, because it comes off like exactly you said, it could apply to relationships with people or like other things, right?
100%. Yeah. And then I also was I'm just like the biggest Alice in Wonderland junkie. And I feel like that was a big part of my childhood. But then growing up, I realized like a lot of the characters are almost like different parts of what a disorder could be.
Yeah, different manifestations of that. I can totally see that.
And so that like inspired the visual and
that completely makes
checkered
sense. Yeah,
the yellow hair.
The album cover too, because like I'm curious. You're not you yourself. Your face is not on the cover. Like, what is the intention behind this? Like, it's just it's an artsy, interesting cover art, you know?
Yeah. So
it's trippy, you know?
Yeah. And so I wanted that. I want it to be like very surreal feeling. Yeah. Almost like you're lucid dreaming, and you know. And so I wanted it to be not super on the nose Alice inspired, because I feel like that's been done before, but also like I always say that like yellow is just like cartoon blonde, and so I feel like I'm, you know,
oh my god, wait, cartoon blonde? I fucking love that.
Cartoon blonde, yeah.
That's way, I've never heard that before.
New Instagram bio, honestly.
I love that. Oh my god, hell yeah.
Yeah,
cartoon blonde.
So I was so inspired by this, but I wanted to show with each cover art I'm a different size and like in a different position in the same room.
That's true, because we see it as you're doing the rollout in the single artworks leading to the final album.
Yeah. And so basically I'm in the same room and I'm, you know, upside down. I'm really tiny in the corner. Yeah. It's just, you know, the first single with this rollout was just the room, and then I start to be in it, and then the actual album is like I'm out of it, but you just see my hand and my foot. Yeah. So it's like
you're like growing. That's crazy. It's also like the world building behind the project itself too. Let's talk about like the rollout for it. Like how intentional. You said even with the very first single, you knew this was the world you wanted, the visual world you wanted, like creating this. This project, like I feel like a lot of people would kind of look at me and my personality and be like, oh my gosh, bubbly yellow hair, sunflower, bright, so sweet.
But it's like it's dark up here, and
it's dark up there.
And so I was like, I really wanted to like, you know, there's a little bit of campiness with it, but I also wanted to like tap into like the dark I feel like I leave all of my like dark emotions for myself, and that goes back into like the self-destruction and the, you know, and the whole theme of the album. And so I wanted to like portray that with the visuals as well. And so we literally, you know, no label, limited budget. And so our team, we shot every single visual for the entire album in one day. Yeah, ridiculous.
Girl.
I had a really good like photographer, Photoshop editor, you know.
Damn, you're ambitious. That's crazy. I can't
we ended at like 4 p.m. I can't. Okay, period.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's kind of nice. Get it done too. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
ambitious.
I had an amazing creative director, and it's so great having somebody direct you, because once you have it, I don't have to be overthinking. She's 100%. Like, we have
you
want
to be able to perform too, and then you want to trust other people's visions that we're getting the right thing. Absolutely, right. Having the right team around you is so game changing, especially as a creative. Because like I always say this, like for me, it's like, please just handle everything so I can focus on making the art great. That's what I want to do. I want to focus on the performance. I want to focus on what I'm doing to be the best it could be. So we need the right people around you to make sure like everything's falling into place, right?
100%. Yeah, and I don't think people understand how many details it is. Like, obviously, we got all the cover arts, but then you also need Instagram photos. You need updated Spotify photos.
It's honestly, being an artist is
press. If you know what I mean. Like,
I think Amy Allen said like being an artist is like 10% of just being in a studio, and 90% of like promoting it and like trying to get it out, creating the.
That's what I've been struggling with recently. Is I have been getting so caught in the logistics, and I'm like, I should actually just listen to the music more and be excited.
Oh my god, yeah, but you've been doing it for a while too, and like it's easy to get caught up in that, especially like, you know, making the art. We obviously all want to make music that's great, that we love. It's also we want it to be heard. We genuinely want it to be heard. I think that's something that a lot of people don't like to admit. It was like, oh, I don't care about numbers or streams. It's like, no, I want it to be heard. I really want it to be heard. I want it to be connected. I want people to resonate. I want people to feel a type of way. That's kind of why we're doing it.
Like heard and also like felt.
You know? Like there's a reason and a purpose and a soul in the songs, and like also so much work goes into making a song.
100%. And I dropped my first couple singles when I was like 15, just put them on YouTube. And then I dropped my first like actual single when I was 19. And it was like 6 months after I had a crazy TikTok moment. And that like totally changed my life and then led me to my first record deal. But you know, it's a lot, and you just like see behind the scenes how crazy it is. Like
100%. You know, because then honestly, a lot of people don't see that, and people don't see how fast things move when they move, and then how you have to jump on it as quickly as possible and 100%. Keeping up, and then fighting an algorithm, and then also having to also create new art on top of that while you're doing all that.
Yeah.
It is too much. Like, people do not give artists enough credit, genuinely.
I know. And that's why I think, like, breaks are so important. I love how I'm saying that. And I'm like, I just dropped a 16-song album and I'm already
and you're about to drop more stuff.
Yeah. So. I just, like, can't stop. It's my brain. I'm like, I'm so excited about it.
Good. You should be. Yeah. So, like, with this project and, like, honestly, with Talk Later that had recently come out, it is such a sonic shift, too. It feels more of, like, what you were saying, like, bubbly, bright hair, like cuter, like a little bit more like, you
just
know,
like girly.
Yeah, exactly. You got the bedazzled phone, the flip phone, clock. We're gonna talk to her later on this.
All I gotta do is get a SIM card,
and then that's your phone.
I'm just like, can you imagine me being like out when we're like at Taylor's birthday party? I'm just like only if only it worked. You know what I mean?
Yes. But you know, it's
a cute accessory. It actually does turn on, but anyway.
Okay. Well, you know what? That's the phone. We're gonna get your SIM card.
Yes.
Right after this, and then we can talk later.
It has a camera. Anyway. Sorry.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
That's cute. Wait, should we take a picture?
Yes.
Is it on?
Wait, is this not a camera? Wait, maybe
that's a camera.
Maybe. Yeah, that's a camera.
It took a picture. That's a cute picture. I'm gonna make my new profile picture. I love that. Right. Well, honestly, that's super cute, and it honestly fits the aesthetic. But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's such a sonic shift from the debut album. Because actually, I met you when you released Talk Later.
Yeah,
so like when
day before. Yeah.
When I came back to your discography, I was like, wait. Bitch, what?
She has some dark shit out there.
It was dark. No, it was sonically dark. It was lyrically dark, and I was
very cinematic too.
Yes, but it's such a flip. You know what I mean? Like, what happened here in the shift? And you made your album. You've dropped it recently as well. You're putting out this new music. Like, what's kind of the shift here? Like, what brought you to Talk Later?
I think the shift is, well, first of all, subject matter. I feel like I have a lot of new things to write about in my life.
Oh.
I have a boyfriend.
Okay, clock.
Crazy, because I'm always so single. Like, all of my exes.
And your boyfriend's super lovely, by the way.
Oh my God. Isn't he
so
the best?
Nice.
He's the cutest and sweetest. Yeah.
He's really sweet. Yes.
Yeah. So I think I just had like new subjects to talk about. I was like, whoa, imagine a happy song. And I think that's what.
Yeah.
Obviously, I always lean towards like the sad shit, but I need to remember my previous relationships, and it's like I didn't write one happy thing.
And for a reason.
Is that like a little telling?
Maybe. A little, maybe a little bit.
But I also think like with food for thought, I had written a lot of that in the previous years, and this I'm trying to write for like 2029. You know what I mean? I'm trying to write like
you said, you're writing for the future.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, with Talk Later, it's like cutesy, flirty,
it's super intentional, very girly,
sexy. Yeah.
I like that visual that you had for it too, with the bedroom. It's really cutesy. Like
my hotline.
Period. All of it. That was fun.
Yes.
I really loved that one video you did. I don't know how much I could play around with right now, but like one thing I really connected with that you said was you know, all press is good press. I was like, oh, clock, I feel that way. I really feel that way.
Yes.
I like that when you said that. It was cool.
All press is good press. Yeah.
All press is good press.
I've always said that because I think I've gotten annihilated on the internet.
Oh, me too.
To be honest.
Yeah.
Like without and it's like, well, you're still talking about me.
There
and
you
I
go.
still don't know
names in the mouth
who you are. And again, it's not even like a mean thing back. I don't think spreading hate is gonna like stop hate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's also like you just have to be excited that people are talking about you.
You're completely right. I feel like that's the attitude to have. Like, genuinely, all press is good press because people are gonna talk.
Yeah.
So whatever, let them talk. Oop.
Exactly.
Lucky.
Exactly. Somebody said, I saw in an interview recently. Oh my God, who was it? I don't know. But they were saying like the opposite of love isn't hate, it's indifference. So if people are hating on you, it's not that
they're feeling a type of way.
Yeah. You're making them feel something.
That's kind of what I want to. Like I talk about this with my team and my producers where I'm like, listen, at the end of the day, whatever song we make, love it or hate it, it needs to evoke a strong reaction. Like even stuff that I make that people are like, I really don't like this. I'm like, oh, good. I like that. I don't want people mediocre or lukewarm.
Yes.
I want them to be like, I feel very strongly about this song, or if you're strongly about this thing. Yeah, that's kind of the goal. And like we want people to feel things.
Yeah. And like at the time, even when I was like a teenager and first had like TikToks blowing up out of nowhere, and I was like, what's happening? Like I would have people on Twitter who I like was a fan of and like looked up to, either hating on me or like talking, and I was like, yo, this is crazy.
God,
but I was also like,
that's crazy.
Yeah, but I was also
how do you react to that?
I was like, it's so funny because like I would DM them and they'd be like, oh my God, it's all love. And I'm like,
shut the hell up.
Yeah, but I was also just like, I was like, yo, this is cool. Like, what do you mean?
Interesting.
And also it was such an accident. So
that's a really good concept though. Like I like that idea. That's strong. I like that.
Thank you.
This new music's like super exciting. Like you're writing for the future, like you said. You also sent me some new songs that you've been working on.
Yeah.
Honestly, they're they're so gritty. It's still very different from the debut, but like, what's the direction this next project is coming from? Like, where is Talk Later a part of? Where it's a home? What home is it going to be on?
Like, what do you mean? Like on a
Talk
project?
Later, yeah. Are we putting on
like...
an EP? Are we making an album? What are we thinking?
I think EP.
Okay.
But I'm not sure. I'm kind of just trying to, I actually have like my calendar is stacked in May with sessions. So I'm super excited because I'm like, whatever, I have these songs in my hands that I want the world to see.
Yeah.
And also if I beat them in the process, then I'm going to serve the project best. I think I know the overall concept. I think I know that it's an EP.
Okay.
But if I get crazy and add 10 more songs, then it's going to have to be an album.
Then fuck it, it might be an album.
I did that with For Thought.
Fuck it. Like, you never
16
know.
songs.
I mean, that's what's nice about writing to write and just making things and seeing how things kind of fit and like how things evolve. That's so exciting.
Totally.
Especially moving on, like having your debut and moving on to what's next. Yeah. And also the possibility of like exactly what you said. Could be an EP, could be an album.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Exactly.
So are we thinking like more things around the world, the sonic direction of Talk Later, which is definitely brighter than Food for Thought?
Yeah, definitely that. It's also like I've been in a place where I'm like, sometimes I'll just be at my piano and I think music is really powerful and I'll just kind of, you know, sing like affirmations into songs and just like make it more positive. Yeah. And I feel like that's what I'm doing, like rules.
That's
don't
something
make the rules.
I want to do too. Yeah. Let's talk about Don't Make the Rules.
Yeah, we can talk about it. But I wrote that with like one of my best friends, Olivia. It was like a 9 p.m. session.
Ooh.
It was not supposed to be, like it wasn't, you know.
That's where some of the best songs literally come from. It's crazy.
Producer, and another writer I didn't know. We were just like, what are we going to make today? And then it ended up being one of my favorites. My managers love it. Like my parents love it, which is funny because I was like, oh, they're going to be shitting on this one because it's so not singy. I'm like chanting the whole thing. And my parents can quote it to me. Bold. Like they're obsessed with it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, period.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just wanted to like manifest and talk about
it feels like such an airy song, by the way.
Oh my God.
Like to me, like I'm like,
oh my God, thanks.
Yeah, it feels very like fiery.
Period.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I just wanted like something that hyped myself up. I'm so... And I am like this, and I mean, I'm very hard on myself. I hate on myself more than anybody could ever, and I also am very self-deprecating, and I am that way in music as well.
Yeah, we clocked.
I'm always just like, Mwah. Yeah, we clocked.
Yeah, we clocked.
I think y'all can tell. Yeah,
we're moving in a different direction. Like a lot of the songs that I heard are very like they're like owning your shit, girl. Thanks. You're getting there. Like the lyrics, like you're finally like, you know, I'm actually gonna have that bitch. I'm Kings. Yeah,
I'm actually excited about life.
Good.
And imagine that.
You deserve to be excited about life and make music that reflects that. Yes, that's the best.
Yeah, so that's like my, you know, it's so crazy because with Food for Thought, I was like, I didn't realize I did this, but with singles back to back, it was like I released a song about being bullied, released a song about living with my ex-boyfriend while we were exes. That was a crazy era. And then I released a song about my eating disorder, like back to back to back to back. And I was like, how? I was like, where do I go after this? I've literally
also
put
like, damn, bitch, I'm going through it.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, right. And then it was so worth it because, like, obviously, when you see the album together and see the reaction, but
girl, yeah.
And then it's so funny because I think I wrote Talk Later a week before Food for Thought came out.
Oh.
So starting to already shift and be like...
Isn't it nice to see that natural evolution of things?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I was talking to my boyfriend at the time. We weren't like officially dating. But anyway, it was a whole...
Exciting. Just like capturing those feelings and like, that's so cute.
Yeah.
I'm really happy for you.
Thanks.
That's really nice, especially just like as you're making music in a project, like as life reflects art, it's going, you know? And you're like exactly the timeline you're even saying.
Yeah.
You're like,
100%.
you release this thing, it's like this actual release, like an emotional release too.
Yes.
Like your deepest, darkest inner thoughts, right? Yeah. Put it out into the world just like that, and you're starting to shift in your own life, and now the music's reflecting it.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, nothing's off limits. I'm like, I'll talk about anything.
Same. I think it's a disservice as artists and songwriters to not go there.
100%.
Because I work with artists who will be like, we can't write about this because this person's gonna hear or feel this way or that. I'm like, no, that's why we should write about it. I think. I mean, obviously, as an artist, whatever you want. But I'm like, if you're feeling the type of way, we should write about it because you want to honor that.
Yeah, exactly. Because there's a balance. It's not like obviously there's maybe a line with like being mean, but it's also like you have to get your authentic emotions out there, or else where else are they gonna go?
There's a line. It's like exactly, and it's important to be able to make music, art about it, like whatever your medium is, like journaling about it, like whatever it is.
Like, you
deserve to honor that.
Name dropping is a different thing. I did that though.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm a big name dropper on my project.
Yeah, which I love.
I name names on my album.
I love. Listen, if you're gonna date a creative, you know what you're getting into.
Yes.
Like, if you don't want a song written about you, you know who to not date.
I just thought about that today while driving to set for this, because the song I was working on yesterday. I was like, damn, this is really one of those. And I'm like, well, you knew what you were getting into. Like, I was like, you knew.
Yeah, you know.
I was gonna write about it either way, good or bad.
Yeah.
Should have given me something good to write about, but that's okay. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And that's kind of the circumstance. It is what it is. Whatever you signed up for it. You know what I mean?
100%. Yeah.
So how do you think this era like represents for you now? Because like it feels like a 180 just off the what we have so far of Talk Later.
Thank you.
Like a complete 180. Like from how dark and like you know sad,
emotional. Yeah.
100%.
I wanted that because I just wanted a song to shake ass to in the club. You know
Period,
what I mean?
girl. Yes. And you're actually going to give us so much more of that too.
Yes.
I'm really excited about the ones that you showed me because I'm like, wait, bitch.
I know.
I'm like, girl, get on these.
Excited. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're so empowering.
Yeah.
It's just so nice, especially like knowing your journey, everything that we've talked about during the show, also just through your music, seeing you progress into more of this earned confidence, like knowing that you can own yourself, your persona, what you want out of life, and like really start embracing it. The shift is so nice because then we also get both, especially as an artist, and being like, you can go through this, we can relate to it, or we can feel a type of way, right? We know your story now. It's like, but look at where you are now. That's so inspiring. Like that journey itself. And it was natural and organic and real. It's not like 3 years ago you're like, I'm gonna do a sad album, then a happy album.
It really just falls into place as it should. Yeah, thank you for saying that. It's really, you know, the content music balance is definitely very difficult sometimes, and it feels sometimes like you're really excited about art that doesn't connect on socials, but it could still save somebody's life.
But that's what's crazy too. So
is that not the whole point of it, you know?
1,000,000%.
Like,
and that's what's scary, like feeling like you're gonna drop something, like we don't know how well it's gonna do or not do, right? But it's just like I still want to put it out, and like also it's such a thing where it's like I feel so connected to this song, but maybe it's not connecting to people, or at least the right ears aren't finding it yet. That could also be discouraging. But you just gotta keep going.
Oh my gosh, like so many songs blow up years later.
Yeah.
Even what is it? Running Up the Hill.
Yeah, by Kate Bush, right?
Like not
like
30
what, like
years
40
later.
years later? Like literally, that's crazy.
Yeah, like that's nuts.
It's a free for all now. Yeah. Especially in this day and age of social media.
Yeah.
It genuinely is a free for all.
Yeah. It makes me so happy.
That's exciting too.
Yeah, exactly.
I think anything can have a life. I think that's really cool. So that's really cool. That's really exciting. And I think it also takes a little bit of the pressure off.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Really
just to make music. We were talking about, I think we said this like before the show or like during it, but it's like being able to be like, let's just get back to the art. Let's get rid of like, let's stop focusing on logistics and everything. Yeah. Because we just want to make music, you know?
Yeah. I genuinely think in the past like 2 weeks, I was like really going through it a little bit ago. Only because I just get really hard on myself about.
Because you just dropped a song?
Yeah. Okay. I think sometimes it's hard when you like, I don't know. Sometimes dropping music can feel a little weird and uncomfortable because you have an expectation for it. And what I realized,
you have a hope for it. Yeah.
Yes. And I think what I realized is like, but I'm also excited and like people are loving it and I need to lean into that. I'm just very hard on myself. But
I'm
also,
so hard on myself too.
Yeah, and it's easy to do that. But I think I just realized, you know, I have a lot of mental blocks from me being young and being like, okay, by this age I want to accomplish this and this age, but that doesn't serve anyone. And it's such an illusion.
So many people feel that way. Like,
yeah,
it's just like
100%.
We need to free ourselves, y'all. Like, we need to take these restraints off.
Like,
we need to
stop
assigning
things. How old you are when you accomplish anything.
No one cares. No one's paying that deep of attention either.
Yeah,
absolutely,
exactly. And so I think I just started to reframe. I'm like, I just want to be able to make art and live.
100%.
And I think the art has gotten better because of that, obviously.
100%. It's reflecting into the art too.
Yeah. I wrote a couple songs that I really want to play, but I don't have bounces back from them. But
oh my gosh, we were just talking about that.
They're very in the don't make the rules world.
Girl,
so I'm excited.
I'm so excited. Wait, when you get the bounces, you need to send me.
Yes.
We were talking about it before we went into this episode, and I was like, oh, I'm a diva. I will literally be like, okay, send me the bounce of anything you have right now.
Yeah.
And I don't have the patience. I know so many artists who are like, just da-da-da, like they get it back like a month later. I'm like, oh. Like,
I'm very like day of send me, but also I think people know that I have demoitis. Oh, exactly.
I have really bad demoitis.
Yeah, I've tried to be cured, but it's like hard.
No, I have really bad demoitis. Like literally, I'll be like, okay, this is the version that's gonna be released. Like it's just like I already accepted every little flaw in it. I already accepted every little thing. Like let's just go.
Exactly.
It's really hard for me to see a song improve. You know what I mean? But like it's so true. Stepping away from it helps so much.
Yes, yeah. In these songs' defenses, the producer is from the UK, and so he needs a second to like. You know, cook with them and then
Wait, how are you doing remote sessions or how are you doing those?
No, everybody just makes trips to LA, I feel like. But so he's one of my favorite collaborators. He's incredible and he comes in from the UK. And then I have another one who also was from the UK, but she just moved here, so thank God.
Yeah.
She's one of my favorite producers. I have like 3 or 4 that are like my go-to, who I'm like, I'll trust them with my life.
Yeah, samesies. Yeah. Samesies, yeah. Exactly. It's a good relationship to have, especially when you're collaborating. Like, you want to be able to like trust the people you're working with, especially for 100%. You. Like, your lyric is very like, this is me, I'm opening up my chest, you know?
Yeah, I'm so picky. I'm such a bitch. Like, in sessions, I'm like, chord progressions, I will argue over.
Girl, no,
But I'm also like, why are you arguing with me?
Girl, oh my God. Can I tell you? That is literally me. Like, I hate this reputation, this idea that I'm difficult, but I will literally be like...
it's not difficult.
I'm like, I asked Taylor Felt, Delulu alum, I was like, how do we give feedback to producers without seeming like a huge bitch? So I say this now, I'm like, hey, I think we should collaborate on this idea. Maybe we should change the synth sound. Like, yes. What do you think? Even though, and what I'm saying is like, we need to change the synth sound.
And a good producer is always down to beat what they've already done.
Hell yeah.
And so am I as an artist.
But also I'm also very open to being like, let's discuss it. Tell me what you think is best. Like, let's figure it out together. You know what I mean? And 100%. Also being open to it. I think it's rare. Like, when I first started doing sessions and I was meeting different producers, I was like, because people tell me this all the time. They're like, you're not going to get along with every producer. And I was like, okay, yeah, that's so true. Like, I've learned that. That's truly Magooly. You know what I mean?
Yes. And there are certain producers where I feel like sometimes people in sessions, this was a while ago, either saw me as like, just an like artist who people like just a singer or just a TikToker or whatever, and I'm like, I don't need a reference vocal.
Frustrating.
I can sit next to you and produce with you. And like at the end of the day, the artist has the say whether the song comes out or not on their project.
Yeah, absolutely. And also that's how I feel. So like when I'm writing for other people or when I do my own sessions, it's always just like at the end of the day, it's whatever the artist wants, and that's what I always say. So like if I'm writing for someone and it's like, well, I don't have, maybe I don't agree with that, but I'm like, I can't argue with you on that. If that's what you want, that's what you want. We're gonna. It's my job to help you get to your vision. That's it.
Yes.
That's
it. And I'm like so lucky that any artist I've written for already has a vision.
Yeah, same.
And knows what she wants to say.
100%, and it's super nice, especially collaborating with it, like working with people who like are very intentional about what their art is and like what they want to do. Like that's super nice as a writer too, because it's like I'm just here to support and I'm here to like help you with that.
Yes. Yeah, and get all the ideas out and maybe say stuff that like the artist might be too afraid to say, or you know what I mean?
Yeah, or like push it a little bit, like just see like where they want to go with it. Like I think
100%.
There's a time and place for everything, and that's what I really love about making music. I genuinely really love being in sessions in studios because I'm gonna ask you this too, actually. But I always ask my artist friends, I'm like, what do you love the most about music? Like, is it performing it? Is it making it? Is it writing it? Is like what do you feel? Mine is literally being in the studio. Like I love making the song. I love making the song. The process of making the song is everything to me. Writing it specifically, writing it is like what really throws me.
Oh my God. That's such a good question. I feel like this is threefold for me.
Yeah. You can love it all.
Yeah, I love it all. I will say performing my songs, like anytime you hear your lyrics sung back to you, I'm like,
oh, that's so special.
And that's the thing is like, those are the moments when you're thinking the least and life is just happening. And it's really validating as an artist to be like,
it's super validating.
Like I just love I think just growing up and performing forever, I'm like, I want to be able to look in every single audience member's eyes and like sing to them.
That's super nice because you know I haven't put out any music yet at this point, but like for example, like Grayson, you met him earlier. We were listening to music. He was in my session yesterday. And after the session, he was like, "Can you send me like that song? I want to listen to it." And then also like he was talking about the lyrics a lot, and I was like, that's really cool that you're like listening. And also when I sent you Boys Cry, and then you were like, the second verse is so emotional. I was like, yes, thank you.
You're so detailed with your
reviews. Thank you.
Like literally, I love like the song hasn't even finished. I can tell, and you're already just like sending me like lyrics.
Oh
and, like,
my God, yes. No, I'm live reacting. No, because I'm a true listener, y'all. I listen. Like, so, like, I think I texted you. I was like, literally, if you send me anything, I will click play. And not only will I just click play, I will sit there and be like, I'll analyze. The first thing I do is lyrics. So I always listen for lyrics. I always listen to the content. I think that's why I texted you too. I was like, you're clever. You're a clever writer.
Oh, thank you.
A lot of people are. A lot of producers I work with for melody is king, which, yes, melody is king. But for me,
lyrics are so magical.
That's what I want. That's the most important thing for me. Because I always tell every session I go into, every producer I work with, I'm like, listen, at the end of the day, I'm cool with like being flexible of like wherever the song goes, but what I'm like insistent on is the lyric. Like, and also I have to write it. Like we can co-write, but I need to write the majority of it.
And you might need to sing it for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I don't want to connect with it.
It needs to fit at least the version who is
100%, and it needs to say my story.
I'm
and
very picky with lyrics. There are certain words that I'm like, this word is off limits. I don't know why. It just sound.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like it's too overdone.
I've been there.
Yeah,
100%. Yes, like the whole thing with the unique titles. I like that shit too. Yes. And then also like for me, it's like I will go into a session like just I usually write a lot of it before I start the session. I like to come in prepared, have a concept, have it mostly written. I'll come in and be like, okay, guys, I'm just going to say from the get-go, I am married to these lyrics. So like, we're going to work on melodies, production, and then writing more. But what I rewrote is I'm married to it, just so we know, just so we don't end up fighting about it. We don't.
And you can always try to beat it.
And if we beat it, love that. We oh, shout out to my producer yesterday, Tim, for the song that we're working on, Vicious. He wrote this lyric that I'm obsessed with. It's had me in between your teeth, and I was like, that's so clever. It's going into the pre, going into the chorus, and the chorus is like, loving you is vicious, and it's like this idea of like being ripped apart. So I'm like, that's such a good lyric, and I'm like, and if it's great, I'll take it. I love love that. I texted him on the way driving here. I was like, Tim, thank you so much for that lyric. I love that lyric. That's so smart. Like, I wouldn't have thought of that. You know what I mean?
It's so funny. I feel like some of the best writers too, like whenever I'm in the room with like some of my favorites, they'll say something a little bit timidly, and I'm like, that's like, genius. Say it louder, I'm like, say it with your chest. Yeah, I'm like, that's fucking insane.
Go track that vocal for it now. Yes, absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah, because then I think people have this like, we should just be confident with good ideas, bad ideas, whatever. We should just be like, okay, this is what I think.
Everything has to come out to get to the good stuff. You have to write all the stupid lyrics down, because who cares? It's not going to make the song if it's actually stupid.
Literally. I completely agree. Shout out Tim. Tim's like that all the time. He's like, yes, let's get the bad ideas out. And I'm like, okay, fuck you.
It's
But
great.
yeah, we get them out.
I will say, like, my other favorite, I literally am like, this is my guilty pleasure. Yeah. But it's not even guilty because I love doing it. But just like listening to the first bounce in my car.
Same. The
over
demos,
and over again.
Me too. Yes, same.
I'm like,
I love that.
Even if it's happy, I'm like, I can just cry because I'm so excited about it.
Me too.
And then I listen 15 times over, and
a million times over. Yeah. Like I have all my music's on Untitled. It's my work in progress thing, but basically like, I was talking about Taylor, and I was like, oh, I've listened to my own album 2,000 times. She shows me hers. She's listened to hers 2,000 times. And I was like, yeah, we're like sick.
Yeah.
Sick in the head.
No, but you have to, don't even get me started on like mixes. When it goes to mixing, that's hell. But I also am like so picky.
I'm picky.
I have a mix note for Talk Later, unfortunately.
How do you deal with that after the song's done, mastered, put out?
Because
that's a fear I have. That is a fear I have.
Yeah, there's one note that I have that I'm like, I mean, on the low, you can like swap out masters.
Yeah, low key, you can. Ray did that on her literal album she just released. She added horns to the husband song.
Shit.
Like way after the fact of the release, and fans clocked it, and I was like, oh, cool, that's reassuring.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna do that if I need to. I'm a tweaker.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. I don't. Yeah, there's a note that I have on Talk Later, and I can't unhear it. But also,
go fix it.
Even other musicians who have asked don't hear it, so I'm like, oh, so I am insane.
But sometimes, you know what? Honestly, that's how I feel sometimes. Because like even on like, you know, the song I played, You Boys Cry. Like I was telling my producer, I was like, yeah, you're gonna hate me, but we do need to spend an hour figuring out the decibel on the pre-chorus, like the volume, and we did. Thank you, Tim. But like, it's exactly that. Like, I'm so picky about the
dB. Like,
I told him, I was like, maybe we could do 0.25, and it's like that didn't feel right. 0.5. Like, let's keep going and inching.
I'm so weird about like going back to stuff that was on the original because I'm like, no, it needs to
feel like
match identically. I'm like, it can't be near it. It needs to be.
Match.
It has to match the magic.
Girl.
Yeah.
Okay, Kings. Like honestly, with your upbringing, everything that you talked about, your entire music career, the audacity that you have, which I'm eating and I love. You're obviously very Delulu. You're at the perfect show. But we're wondering what your most Delulu take is. What is the most delusional thing that you think? It could be controversial, funny, silly, serious.
This is good.
Yes, you got some. Ooh.
Yes. Can I go really deep with it?
I want you to go deep with it. Like.
Okay, my delusional take is I think everyone should like pickles.
Ooh, I'm right there with you.
Pickles are so controversial.
I love pickles.
People either love or they hate them, and I think we all just need to love them.
That's kind of how that's like us and our music. It's like polarizing.
Kind of
poetic. That is deep. That is deep. That is deep. We should all be pickles, low key.
Pickles.
Everyone should love us.
That's what I'm saying. Well, literally, my entire like For You pages are like, I'll send my. Well, this is actually really ironic because my boyfriend hates pickles, but I'll always send him reels of like an IV drip, but it's pickle juice, and it's like bake cookies with me, but with pickles, and he's like, "Can you please send me anything else?"
Oh
like,
my god, he's like, "Wait, what did I sign up for?"
And now I'm gonna start sending them to you.
Send them to me, and you know what? I'm gonna be like,
I just think everyone should like pickles.
I love pickles. I love pickle juice.
All different kinds. I could drink pickle juice. I would be okay. Sorry, I'm not.
No, you're right. Pickle juice is good.
You could put pickle juice in here, and I'd be like,
in the cookies too. We just talked about it.
In martinis.
Okay, well,
pickle juice and martinis.
My whole thing is like with alcohol type shit. Like that one's such a hard mix.
Wait, so you don't like a dirty martini?
No.
You don't like olive juice?
No.
Oh my god, no way.
No, I don't. I love a sweet, little girly cocktail. If it's pink, if it's sparkly.
Yeah, I think it just makes me feel cool. But I actually do. I'm kind of a psychotic, like olive juice, pickle juice.
I mean, I like olive juice too. I like pickle juice. I don't think I like with my alkies, but
yeah, because it's like almost too intense.
It is.
Are you also, an espresso martini?
No, okay. Because like coffee's my favorite thing ever. So why should we ruin it with poison? And by the way, I love the poison, but I don't think we should make coffee.
It a tequila sunrise. Like don't.
Yes, give me something cutesy. Give me something fruity. Give me something girly. Give me something I could be like, yay! I don't have a problem. Sip. That's what I want.
Me as I'm like chugging my 500 milligrams caffeine.
Literally, I feel like
every day.
What's funny, y'all, is I feel like as this episode progressed, we have more drinks on our side of the table.
I'm always quadruple fisting in sessions.
Girl,
You need hydrating, fun, caffeine, and
productive, all of it. Like
pickle juice.
Pickle juice. Something to stimulate the session. Back to what we were saying. Yeah, I agree. Everyone should love pickles. So I don't think that's that Delulu.
Long story long. Everyone should like pickles, and if you don't, you should work on that.
You need therapy, and I hate that for you.
Yeah. Okay. We all need therapy, but especially people who don't like pickles.
Especially people who don't like pickles. I like pickles, so no therapy for me. Okay. So this was so much fucking fun.
I know.
We were really yappuccino.
I love yapping with you.
No, because honestly,
ever since we met, it's just been a yap, and I love it.
I'm gonna tell everyone. Basically, I met her, and we're at Taylor Feld's birthday party, and we're just hanging out, and she literally just asked me a bunch of questions. I'm asking her a bunch of questions. I was like, wait. I was like, I have a platform for this exact kind of conversation.
Don't answer. I don't want to know where you're from.
It was quite literally like this. It was just like, so why'd you come out to LA? And I was like, oh, well. I was like, wait.
And we were taking photos of Taylor for her birthday. I was digital. You had iPhone.
Yeah, you were there. You remember?
Listen, this was before the shots.
Pre-shots. Got it. Yes, we were literally multitasking, taking pictures of Taylor for her birthday on her Instagram.
Yeah.
And
you were like,
we were chit-chatting. Yeah, and I was like, wait a minute.
Let me get the camera.
Yeah, I was like, we should be on a mic. And I was like, and I have those, you know what I mean?
And I have those.
And now here we are. And you know what's actually really funny? I was telling you prior to the show, I had spoken to your manager, Russell, a few months prior, and he was talking about his talent, and you were one of them, and I remember the yellow hair. And that's crazy. Yes, that's crazy.
I dyed it myself yesterday.
You did?
Does it look good. Okay? It looks
great.
I had no choice.
It's cartoon blonde.
Thanks.
Yeah, I love it.
I had no time to book an appointment, so.
No, it looks good.
Thanks.
I would not have known that you'd done it yourself. Okay, This was super, super fun.
Yeah.
And we close out every show by manifesting together. Is there anything you want to speak into existence here on Delulu?
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Spill Lulu?
Yes. I want to manifest art that feels like nobody has ever heard it before.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I think you're kind of doing that right now. Like, genuinely, I think with your lyric, your titles, the sonic direction you do, all of it's very unique. Even like Talk Later, which is like a lighter song for you, right? It really feels like a novel new thing.
Yeah.
I'm really drawn to new concepts. Like for my own project, I want everything to be a very unique thing to me. And that's what I like about your artistry is I really feel that way. I don't feel like I can see another artist doing like a detox, right? I mean, probably like their own way of it, but like it's so specific to you, which is so special. So I think you're already manifesting that. Like genuinely.
Thank you. And the hotline. You know, Talk Later hotline.
Talk Later hotline on this exact phone.
I actually need to like just, you know.
Cute.
Like, you know what I mean?
I also like that you gave Jeffrey a crop top on the shirt.
Yeah, Jeffrey has a crop top. Oh wait, did I do that?
Did you? I feel like you did that.
Wait, did I do this?
That's so hot. Yeah,
I just feel like everything needs to be cropped. That's so my second delusional take. Everything needs to be cropped. Pants,
I kind of agree with that too. I agree. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Not delusional. Everything comes very aligned.
Yeah.
Your manifestation, you're kind of have that manifested. What else do you want to manifest? Anything else you want to speak into existence? I feel like you're doing exactly that. So.
Just a hit song.
Period. Same. Claim. I think people shouldn't be fearful of admitting they want a big song.
Yeah. And then
I hate the discourse
that's
like
more after that.
Hell yeah, all of it. I want a hit album. Like I think I'd rather have would you rather have like
chaperone moment? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Like would you rather have like a #1 album or a #1 song?
Definitely #1 album.
#1 album, but no songs chart. Not that charts matter, but like let's say no songs chart, but the album goes #1.
I feel like that might serve artistry better because I feel like when you have a song that is bigger than you, it's hard to beat that.
It's hard.
I feel like albums serve the longevity of your project.
I would rather have a #1 album. I would rather have a big album than have nothing ever chart, but the album does well. Like I think that's what I want because I want a world build. So I want that project to do well. I want the music I make is meant to exist within each other. The songs are meant to be next to each other. Like I haven't even said this. I'll say this now. But the album from top to bottom on the track listing, they transition into each other. The songs are meant to exist with each other. You know what I mean?
I love transitions. It's like my bread and butter.
Oh, you're gonna like my album.
I'm really excited. I know, I've only heard bits and pieces.
You have. I'll play you more. Yeah.
Send me the whole.
Okay, it's kind of a lot right now. We're going.
Let's go in the studio right now.
I want to.
It's behind us.
I literally is. I wish people weren't in there because I was like, I want to listen to more of yours too. Oh,
no, that's okay. No,
we'll figure it out tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
or whenever. We're always here. Okay, I'm manifesting all that too, if I'm being completely honest. Yeah, I would love just success with the music for you, for me, for all of us.
Yes,
period.
You too. I'm so excited for your stuff.
Thank you.
Y'all are not ready.
That's so sweet. I'm not ready.
Jeffrey and I are not ready.
I'm not ready. Okay, I'm claiming all of that. Thank you so much. And besties, thank you so much for watching this episode of Delulu. This was your healthy dose of Delulu, so now you can go live your true Lulu. Bestie Kings, where can the besties all find you? Oh my gosh, you can find me on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all the socials at She Is Kings, or music, Spotify, Apple Music. It's just Kings on all music platforms. So if you want to stream the album and the new stuff that's kind of ridiculous new stuff, and chaotic. We're listening to Talk Later. Yeah. Don't Make the Rules. Don't Make the Rules. Everything that's coming afterwards, the next world that's being built actively. You're in your healed era, your happy era. Yes. And we here at your confidence era. Yes. Oh my God. Thank you. Yes. I'm claiming it. I'm claiming that too, girl. I need that shit. Yeah. Period. And guys, please stream the music. It's out now. And you could also call Kings and talk to her on her hotline. Yeah, you can call me. Oh my gosh, I brought the business cards. Should I show them? Show them. Oh my gosh. You brought the business cards. I didn't even know you had business cards. Well, it's not that I brought them actively. It's that I have them with me at all times. Yup. You're strapped. Yeah. Yup. Should we zoom in? You're ready. That's pretty. Zoom in. That's pretty. Call now. Ooh. Can we get a preview? Should we call? Yes. Okay, I don't have my phone, but ring ring. Hey. We're gonna overdub. Okay. We'll do a little thing. Hey guys, here's my next single. Call now. There's a little voicemail that you just have to call to listen to. Fucking cute. It's always of the next song, so. Shut up. Is it always gonna be two? Oh, we're gonna be calling. Yeah. Ring ring bitch, period. Yeah. Okay. Besties, if you love this episode, please be sure to follow the podcast on Spotify and click the bell button to be notified of every new episode every Delulu Thursday. And if you could also rate the podcast 5 stars, Kings and I will personally call your ex for you. Yeah. We'll give you a virtual hug and we will call your ex. Call the ex. And let them know. Let them know. Let them know what's up. Period. And besties, if you want more of this podcast, please check out my past is besties at the top of my page. And you can find me at Emotions, E.MO.TIONS, and the exclusive podcast account at Delulu BFF across all platforms. Stay Delulu, besties. Mwah.